Well, 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 you stumbled upon our vault. We have some classic episodes here, although we did rename ourselves Two Al's, One Pod. Enjoy. Do not forget to rate and review us. Thanks for your support.
I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
The Talking Dicks comedy podcast, a spin-off of the web series The Two Dicks, which can be found all over YouTube. Just go to YouTube, The Two Dicks. You can also hear the podcast there. You can see the podcast on patreon.com/The Two Dicks. And you can hear it anywhere you get your podcasts. I'm Al Romas. I'm in chilly, rainy Tampa, Florida, and the guy over there with the ball cap and the spectacles, that's Al Ducharme. He's in Studio City, California. How are you this afternoon, Alfredo?
Status quo, Al Romas. Status quo. What do I have to report to you now? My weather is going to 79 today. You and I keep doing the opposite. You were in shorts. It was 80 degrees about a week ago. And I was freezing. I was wearing my Fonzie jacket. But
I got the Fonzie jacket on, but I don't have pants. I go the other way. I'm one of those weirdos. Yeah. No, you ever see those people?
I do.
What is that?
And I look.
What is that look? What is the look with the guy with the hoodie, the skull cap, and then the shorts?
Yeah, he's wearing. In January, and it's very popular on college campuses. When I used to perform stand-up comedy back in the day, you'd see them. It was like 28 degrees, wind chill, 19 degrees. Yeah. They're wearing flip-flop shorts and then a puffy jacket.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's a fetish too. That whole puffy jacket thing. That's a weird fetish. I don't know what it's called, but I'm sure people listening know what it's called. But there's a thing.
I have a North Face a mini puffy jacket.
But do you know what I'm saying? There's a thing there. Like guys are into this thing where you get a I don't know, a girlfriend or a hooker, and she wears a puffy jacket, and then she does shit, and it's a fetish. It's a whole thing, man.
Honey,
put my puffy
jacket on.
Well, you're married. You don't know about these things.
You said look it up.
Look it up on the Google machine. You look up.
Go look it up.
Some weirdo at home, you punch in puffy jacket sex, and you're going to see a lot of weird shit right there. It's like Googling The Two Dicks. You know what I mean? You're going to see a lot of stuff. And speaking of that, there's a lot of podcasts, too. I was looking around the other day. We're the Talking Dicks comedy podcast. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of people just actually talking dicks. They're talking about dicks, and that's a podcast. They actually, we'll spend 40 minutes here talking about, the
male penis. Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it?
We're in that group, though. We're in the group of those podcasts.
Oh,
it's kind of weird.
We got lumped in with the medical field about talking about the or sexual. Awareness.
These deviants. They're deviants.
They're deviants.
No doubt about it.
No doubt.
Hey,
yes.
Got to tell you, last night, man, I'm about to hit the rack, and
I don't want to talk about your masturbation habits.
No, this is before all that.
Oh, okay. Before.
I about to hit the rack, and I'm still, I'm okay. And I turn on the TV, and the movie right before I have to supposedly go to sleep, Heat.
Oh,
Heat.
Wow! You can't turn that off.
You're not turning off Heat. And it was the beginning.
Oh,
it was the beginning.
That's 2.5 hours.
Holy God! You're right. I kept going. I'm gonna stay with it till they meet at the diner. That's where I'm out. After that scene of Pacino and De Niro at the diner, I'm out.
The only time they were seeing each other on that whole shoot, that 4-month shoot,
exactly
5-month shoot, was that diner scene one day.
A friend used to tell me, this is back, I think even before Google, but when the movie came out, he said that they weren't together. He goes, they were never together. It's so cool. They were shot those and edited it to look like they were. And I was like, really? That seems weird.
I think that
and now, of course, it's proven. You can see pictures of them.
They weren't sitting in the diner together?
No, they were. There's tons of pictures of it being made.
Those two actors needed to take their craft, because their styles are slightly different, and bring it. And and then they had the shootout scene. Oh, I just spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! All right, I can edit that out. I just added 10 minutes to my day.
My buddy Keith, guy around Long Island, good man Keith, he and I used to watch that, and we would crank it that shootout scene, because we had a good sound system at my his house. He had one at my house, and we would crank that up so loud, that shootout, because it is unbelievable. That thing goes for it must be 15, 20 minutes.
The bank robbery.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Man, you're killing people who were time traveling from 1990.
Yeah, but
and may have not seen.
Most of those people had seen it 5 times. So most people
at least. I love that diner scene, man. It is so good when he's trying to just, you know, a couple of we're sitting here, you and I, like a couple of regular guys, and he's like, oh yeah, but I will not hesitate. I will not hesitate.
Each side, well, they respect one another. It's like those generals, you know, during the Civil War.
It's
so
cool.
I'm talking about last week.
Are you still on those fucking maniacs? God,
here's the thing. I love
being rounded up because it's so
arrested
easy.
at the airport and crying.
It's a roundup.
You're calling me a terrorist. No, you were a patriot until you broke the glass and went through the door. You were protesting. Yeah. You were supporting who you thought. You swallowed the pill. Who you thought
I think
you were
there's
supporting.
A lot more to this.
Yes, but you were supporting. There were people that went there that were supporting their candidate.
There were
But then there were a lot of other people that were there for a lot of other reasons, and they got caught up in the mob mentality. And as soon as you walk through those doors, you became a domestic terrorist, and that's all there is to it. People died. I like
the video. Someone pieced together the arrest, and then they put the Layla music behind it, like Goodfellas. It was great. It's a nice little 2.5 minutes. See these morons getting round, and that's what the FBI guy said. Because it's not even. He goes, we're just rounding them up. He goes, we got all their facial recognition. They're posting all over their social media. Yeah, it's not hard to find them.
No,
we're just rounding them up.
Well, Facebook has been the police have been using Facebook for over a decade now to arrest.
Yeah, but
people.
Maybe when you commit a federal crime, maybe don't post it on your Facebook page.
Well, it's bragging.
I don't know.
People brag.
I'm just saying. You know, maybe you do. Maybe you go. You lay low. Maybe you wear a mask. A real mask.
Lay low.
A real mask.
Test.
Layla.
Test.
You know
1, 2. Check.
Sir, we're live. We're live.
We're live, but you know, that's so funny. I remember I was doing a college one time. I think I was hosting one of the NACA
I hope
conventions.
It's funny. Holy shit! I hope so. This pod's going downhill fast. Go ahead, sir. You said it was funny. I'm like, it would be the first in 9 minutes. Let's go.
Did you get your vaccine?
Bring it.
So, anyways, they were having a lot of problems with the sound system, and I was hosting the event. So the guys went out there and they did like a 20-minute check, 1, 2, check. And it was just going on, and the crowd started booing them. Come on. So then they introduced me as the host. You know, so I go up there, I go check, and I do that for 30 seconds, and the place falls apart. And then throughout my act, I would do it at some point. I go check. If a joke didn't go over, I go check.
There you go.
Killed.
Bro, that's what you got to do. You know, that's a lot of comedians don't know how to be in the moment. So they'll go out and they would just do their act right there, and then you're gonna fail. You gotta reference that idiot going check, and then it's great because then you have it to call back on over and over again.
But I had the stage manager come up to me and said, dude, that was not cool. That guy's been working 8 hours to set this thing up, and you just shit on him. I'm like, I was going for a laugh because my show was delayed.
Yeah.
To break the ice. That's the difference. That's why you're behind and I'm on stage. It's all on me because the crowd judges me.
Don't talk to the talent there, stage manager.
And then I slapped him and made love to his girlfriend.
Punch him in the tits, and they're always wearing those black backstage outfits, and I can still see your fat even in that big black out. They all wear that black because it's backstage, but they're still all disgusting. You understand? A lot of stage managers they're not in good. They're not nearly in any kind of shape. I don't know what it is.
But then I've met some.
Let's get to the bottom of that.
Okay.
Why are stage staff so fat? That's a good.
They're not all fat.
Question for no, but you know what I'm saying. A large majority of stage staff are very big people.
You're fat shaming again. You do that every now and then. You fat shame, and we have a lot of loving
fat people
listeners that are a little.
We have a lot of fat listeners. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's like on the the dating sites. If a girl is fat, they put curvy. I'm curvy. You're not curvy, honey. You
scurvy. I've got scurvy.
I wish. Well, scurvy would be good because then they lose some weight. You don't eat, You get scurvy, you drop some poundage.
Yeah, same thing with my AIDS quilt.
The AIDS will lose you some weight.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that,
we're making very bad jokes, by the way.
This might be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. I had a craving yesterday or the day before for a breakfast sandwich. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like an egg on a roll. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Long Island-y. So I went to this place, and it's a sit-down place, but I'm just like I ordered it online, so I'm going in to pick it up, get in and out of there. And there's these two characters there, man. There are two dudes, and I swear these guys just walked out of fucking prison. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They got that look, like we're badasses. We're just out of prison. Don't fuck with us. So they come in, no mask, both of them, no mask. Everybody's masked up. Everyone's wearing the mask. These two, no mask, wearing shades, got hair down to their ass. I mean, biker.
No one's
dudes.
telling them you got to wear a mask, sir.
Well, that's it. And the girl, the hostess, is like, 19-year-old girl. And so they walk in, they go, hey, blah, blah, blah. And they go and sit down. And then the guy, I'm waiting. And the guy sitting next to me, he's kind of under his breath. He's like, put on a mask. Put on a mask.
He's throwing his voice towards you. They turn around, look at you.
I got a ventriloquist sitting there next to the door. Fucking hasn't worked in 9 months. So he's.
So you had to shoot them. You had to shoot those two guys.
Hey, fuckheads, well, don't call them fuckheads, you idiot. What's wrong with you? He's insult. The puppet gets insulting. You know how it works. So, but anyway, so then the guy walks up, the other guy, the ventriloquist guy walks up to the hostess. He goes, you need to tell them to put on a mask. She looks at him. She looks at the guy. She looks at me. She looks around. She's like, shakes her head like, nope. Nope. And I don't blame her. These guys are going to... She's
making $7 an hour.
Right. Two guys walk in, and they get seated immediately. Okay? Because they handed out those little, the little beepers, because there's a wait. So you get a little beeper, and then they're outside. So you get beep, and you come in. So they get seated. So the first prisoner guy walks up to the desk, and so everyone can hear in the place, goes, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck to this girl? And the girl's like, I'm sorry. And again, the guy next to me starts going, put on a mask. Put on a mask.
This is a sketch.
But the guy doesn't hear him. So the guy
He's
goes,
got a parrot. Put on a mask.
The guy goes, what the fuck is going on here? What is going on? And the girl goes, they were here before you. She's so scared. She's like, they were here before you, and we gave them a beeper, and so I beeped, and they're seated. You're next. You're next. So the guy walks over, sits next to his buddy again, and it just starts talking so everyone in the restaurant could hear him. Mm-hmm. This is some fucking bullshit. Let me tell you. Some bullshit when people just walk in and get seated. And as he's doing it, the guy next to me again is still doing it. Put on a mask. Put on a mask. Yeah.
If you don't do that in your act, I'm going to do it.
What am I going to do?
I'm going to do it.
Put on a mask? That bit? So suddenly she was like, "Oh, here, breakfast sandwich." I go right here.
Right here, come on.
I ran out of there before the shooting.
You ran out and you yelled, "Put on a mask!"
That's right, you faggots. Put on a mask.
Just speeding away.
I said it as the old guy's voice.
Speeding away in your car with the windows up. Right there!
Yeah, that's when I do my best heckling, when I'm speeding away. You faggots. But, Jesus Christ, it was a weird scene, man. And just the idea, like the way they came in, and it's like, so when you're talking about people at the Capitol, who these two morons are voting for.
There are people that look like that, are right out of prison, death row, and they got acquitted, whatever. But then there's people that look like that, but they know, I know guys that are fucking pussies, but because of their look, they fucking play it up.
These two were the real deal.
You look like it with that leather jacket. You look like the real deal.
I look like a guy who would go down to the docks and you owe me $50, but when you tell me you don't have it, I go, that's all right. I'm not going to break any legs.
No, if you took that jacket off, you would look like you were showing up to repair my cake mixer. But
I'm wearing the two jackets again.
Yeah,
when the two dicks, the talking dicks, wearing two jackets.
I know.
That'd be a funny bit for the two dicks. Maybe one time we wear multiple jackets. Like the guys with multiple sunglasses. We take off multiple jackets. That might work. It's a visual. You like that.
He's always trying to.
Don't give me the blank face. Don't give me a blank face. How dare you? This is audio, you son of a bitch. This guy's taking a nap on podcast. Come on.
He's always coming up with these ideas, and he thinks they're genius. And then I come up with one.
I don't think they're.
And he goes, that's not funny. That's ridiculous. That sucks. I'm always encouraging. I go, all right, well, maybe we can iron that out. You know, I'm just trying to anything.
I've never said that my ideas were genius. Believe me, nothing we've ever done is anyone's going to go, hey, that's genius right there. Look at these two idiots walking into a pool.
Well, you try to sell it to me like it's genius, and
yeah.
And a lot of times it just needs to. It's a diamond in the rough, and then I get in there, I polish it, and put it on a setting. And I put it back.
You polish up that turd and make it look pretty.
Yep.
You know, I always like that. I was just saying when we walked in the pool, I always like that episode, that visual when the body. There's a body in the swimming pool, and instead of taking a net or fishing it out, we both just walk in our suits.
Walk in fully clothed,
fully
shoes
clothed,
and everything.
Suits and hats.
We had to go.
Guns.
We had to go buy suits that we knew we could walk into chlorine water. And
I went to the Goodwill and I was freaked out.
I know you were freaking out, and I said, no matter what's in it, it's going to be killed by the chlorine. So don't.
I mean, not to brag, but I had never been in a pre-pandemic. I'll probably be one in next week, but I've never been in a Goodwill. And I went in and bought 2 suits, and the whole idea that people died in those, or who knows what the fuck happened.
Yeah, they take them right off the bodies.
That store freaked me out, man. That whole thing freaked me out.
Yeah.
I was like, I just grabbed 2 and left. I don't even know what the sizes. I was just like, fuck it, 2 suits.
No, you nailed it. They're from.
Well, I think yours was more of a wedding.
Well,
suit
we
or
wouldn't
something.
be wearing tailored suits back in the day.
No, not those 2 dicks. No,
not at all.
But yeah, so check that episode out if you're listening and you haven't seen the 2 dicks.
Here's the thing you and I always have trouble with. Out of the 15 or 16 episodes, we didn't even know. I think we don't count one of them. What's the name of that episode?
I believe because I think that was the Tippy Comes Home, because we brought the dog back, and then we found the body in the pool getting into the back. So remember, that was the initial.
Tippy Comes Home.
Yeah, that was following the episode where she got shot up again.
Tippy got shot a few times. And people commented, that's mean, you're being mean to the dog. It's a comedy. You don't see the dog being shot. You just hear. You hear, and then she shows up in a bandage next time around.
It looks like a wedding dress.
Poor Milo.
Looks like she's wearing some kind of a gown, and it was 1,000 degrees. I felt awful putting her in the little car and just like wrapped up in tissues and shit. I was like,
she was a trooper though. But we shot it quick. We weren't inhumane to the animals.
No animals were hurt during the filming. Only Helen was hurt, I think, during the filming.
Just her feelings, but
exactly.
Talk about another one take Tommy, whatever her name is. One take Helen. Keeney.
One take Keeney?
Yeah, she was like unbelievable.
Well, she brings a wardrobe. She's
got makeup
she was
artist.
a real thing. She was the real thing.
She's like, I'm going on camera. I know what I'm doing.
Well, she was happy because it was the garage. We had the lights and the thing, and she thought, this looks like real. I thought it was going to be an iPhone.
Yeah. We had cameras on tripods and a light set and green screen and I'll tell you what, that diner looks like a real diner. It looks like we're
that
shooting.
Is the most watched episode of the 2 dicks.
Almost 30,000
code
views.
10 something code. I forget the title of it.
1032.
1032. Check that one out. It's on YouTube. Take a look.
Do we have any questions today, by the way?
We do not have any questions today. No, our listeners failed us once again. I have my envelope. I was ready. I wrote breakfast on it. That was to cue me in. And that was my story, Alfred. I'm sure you have an interesting story for the pod, so I'll throw it to you, and I'll give the gentleman from California the next 3 minutes.
I went to my annual doctor's appointment, my GP, and he said he's reading he goes, oh wow, he goes, he does this. He goes, wow, your cholesterol is very high, and I'm like, what? He goes, but because your good cholesterol is really high, so that's great. He goes, everything looks great here. All your blood work looks like. All right, you don't have cancer. You don't blah blah blah. He goes, how about those allergies? I'm like, what? I don't have allergies. He goes, yes, you do. I go, I never said I had allergies. He says, your blood work doesn't lie. I had no idea that you can get allergy results from your blood work. Do you have any idea of that?
Did he have the right chart? Was he like, now, Mrs. Williams, I want you to have a nice day? I'm like,
Are
what?
you still menstruating?
What are you talking about, allergies? No,
he said that my test results from my blood work shows that I have allergies. Coincidentally, I've been sneezing often. Like I get into these sneezing frenzies where I sneeze 8-10 times in a row, and I got to go in and clear out my sinuses.
Annoying.
So, but there was a construction site next door to me, and they're just finishing up. But all that
you're allergic to hard work.
I certainly am. Where's my unemployment?
That would have been a good. You almost did it like Groucho. Do a Groucho. I'll set you up again. I'll go. You're allergic to hard work. No, I certainly am.
All right.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're allergic to hard work.
I certainly am. Is that it?
There you go. See, that's what you want. In Patreon, you got to see it. He's got the eyebrows, the cigar. It looks fantastic.
Right. I got the nipple clamps.
See that? What? This is. Oh Jesus! Why go blue on Groucho? He's a national treasure, for God's sake.
Right.
Nipple.
You
ruined it.
That's the name of my memoir. I went blue on Groucho.
So what's happened? You have allergies? Is this what we're learning?
He says
now?
that I have allergies, and he put me on allergy over-the-counter medication. And he goes, "Let's see. He likes to do.
I know you've been allergic to vagina for goddamn years, but this is worse. This sounds even worse now.
But cock, that's a different story.
Well,
I'm a cock magnet. I took myself out. I exercised the Masada principle because I took it the next level.
Continue. Are you going to go on some meds? What are we?
I'm taking allergy.
What does that mean?
Allergy medication.
Allegra.
I'm taking Allegra, and I just took my first one every 24 hours. And he told me to get the vaccine as soon as I can and take the Allegra 4 hours before you get your shot.
Okay.
And I
Where are you supposed
why?
to get the shot? Where are you supposed to get it?
He said go to the
Walmart.
Go to the Los Angeles Department of the Health Department. It's like
good luck with that.
I did. And there's phase 1 through 3 right now, and then they have tiers in between. So it's phase 1, tier 1,
what?
tier 2, tier 3.
Tiers.
But not of a clown though.
No, but you said tears.
Yeah, that reminds me. I tore.
Accent of yours. I don't care for it.
Hello, Long Island. Do you like chocolate? Do you like chocolate?
I enjoy a piece of chocolate. What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying anything. I enjoy the chocolate as well.
Well, I know the difference between a tear and a tear, for God's sake.
Well, I have a tear in my stomach.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yes. The condo complex that went up next door, they blocked our driveway. They were delivering appliances. So they have this big dumpster out front where they
Maytag man?
Yeah, whatever. But they have this big dumpster out front where they put in all kinds of stuff, metal. So they sort it all out wherever they take it to. So me and my neighbor said, hey, we can't get in our driveways because you guys are blocking them. And the trash, they didn't take any of our trash or recyclables or anything. And he said, just throw them in our dumpster. We'll sort it all out. Okay.
Right.
So we walk over there with this old television, and we hoist it over the side of the dumpster, and I hear and feel pain.
Oh, boy.
So I pull something. I'm like, motherfucker. So we toss it, and I go back in, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, I hope I don't feel that. And I was fine.
Oh, you'll be feeling that.
I was fine for about 20 hours in the middle of the night.
Oh. Yeah, you're too old to be hoisting, sir. You can't be hoisting.
Pain. So
your hoisting days are done.
Well, they're over.
I'm telling you. You can't hoist.
So I go to the doctor.
You're not a hoister.
And he's like, you can't. I go, so I was in agony and pain. And, and he goes, you can't throw away a television in a dumpster. That's illegal.
There you go. Thank you, Doctor. Fucking idiot. Yeah.
Appreciate in pain. The help. I'm in agony.
Yeah.
I may have a hernia. And he goes, all he's concerned about is the environment.
California kills me. This guy. You know what I mean?
He's from Canada.
You got a ripped up.
Which is worse when it comes to the environment.
What do you have, though? Do we know what the ailment is now?
He diagnosed it as, he said, well, I said, is it pulled or a tear? He goes,
kind of labor pain?
He goes, you have a tear because of your pain.
A tear?
He goes, yeah.
A tear?
Well, tears. Tears is tears of a clown. Tear. Terror.
Right. You tore the lining of your stomach.
Yeah, he said that you were bleeding, and that's what the pain was. He said, let's hope you don't get a hernia. But
holy God.
I said, well, it subsided when I took the Advil. And he said, okay. He said...
but sometimes that stuff's bad for those Advil, Tylenol, they're bad for tears of the stomach. They can inflame things like that. So,
well, he said
be careful.
Advil to get for so many days to get the inflammation down. It's the inflammation.
This guy's worried about TVs being thrown out.
Well, there you go. That's the whole point of the story. He's worried about the environment and not my bleeding, internal bleeding. So anyway, I tell Bernie. Bernie's actually in there with me because she wants to get all the details after my exam. We make her leave when he gets his fingers in the glove, but.
Why? Why do you make her leave?
Why? Because this.
You gotta show her how.
My doctor has had his fingers inside of me over the last decade more than my wife has in 15 years.
Yeah, but she's got to learn. Got to learn from the pro. Go, let her stay, Doc. Come on, let her stay. She fumbles back there. She's not good. So yeah.
So anywho,
mm-hmm.
He said, let's just see how this goes, and if you're still feeling it, we'll do an MRI. I go, I'm not going to a hospital. I'm not going
an MRI.
Yeah.
No. For hoisting a TV?
Well, he said if it's a hernia, if it's opened up and your guts start going through, that's the issue. You got to get the.
And what day was this? How many days ago? Now we're recording.
So it happened on Friday. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6
few days.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I thought for sure the first 48, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to get...
That's when you got to catch the killer, the first 48.
Yep, the first 48.
If you don't catch him the first 48, you're probably not going to find the body.
Right.
That's the thing. You have to find the body. You have to find the missing person, the first 48. If you don't find the missing person...
it drops off like 70%, you're going to solve
it. They're dead. They're dead. Mm-hmm. They're dead. After 48 hours, they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that when Larry Miller in, I think it was Best in Show, remember he was the guy who goes, the kid's up in the tree, and he was supposedly a negotiator to get people not to commit suicide. And he's like, jump, you fucking little rat. And they go, hey. And he goes, I'll tell you something. They all jump. The guy's like, I thought you were a negotiator. Ah, they all jump. Yeah. Larry Miller, underrated. We've discussed him on a previous pod.
Yes, we did.
Enjoyed his. You're a big fan of the 7 stages of drinking.
We are. And we would often see Larry down at the Comedy Magic Club in Hermosa Beach, and Bernie's a big fan of his as well. And I think he's got
How can you not be?
He's got a crush on Bernie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Anywho,
that'd be a good move for Bernie, though.
Yeah.
He's been in some funny movies.
And he's got a nice house in the hills, so.
Ooh. Talking Dicks, Al Romas, and Larry Miller.
They could look down at me from Mulholland.
Well, they look down on you anyway, but we don't need a house in Mulholland.
All right, let's plug your gig.
I have a gig. Well, it's still a little ways away, but I'll be in St. Petersburg, Florida, outside. Outside. I'm not prepared because I don't know the name. Place is something outside in St. Pete on January 27th. It's on my Facebook. I put it on my Facebook. So if you're inclined and you want to come out on January 27th, outdoor comedy, me, Danny Bevins, a host, and I think another
social distancing. Wear a mask when you enter. Take it off when you're sitting down and drink up.
Yeah, and it looks pretty good. I saw some video of it. The people are out there. I think they're on blankets and chairs, and they're a bit away from the stage.
There's people with their bedding. They're bringing their own bedding.
We will bed them. We will make love to you, and then go up and tell jokes, and then go back.
Turn down service, right?
And finish on you. Yeah, on
you. You snuck that in.
Well, you
went blue alert. Whoop,
well, I started very nice. I said we'll make love to you, then we'll tell jokes, but then we come back off and finish on you, just to humiliate the audience. That's really what my comedy is going toward.
You
Humiliation.
are so blue. Now, the tables have turned.
I am so blue ball.
We
No
swapped.
doubt about it.
Oh, wow.
I'm completely COVID blue
Well, you got to
balls.
take matters into your own hands, is what you have to do.
Hey, now. Hey, there you go. Look at that. That's a pro. He brought it right into an ending that could have ended. Did we end there? I don't know. Are we still going?
We're still going because I wanted to plug. I'm going to be doing the...
Plugs. Plug away.
I'm going to be doing a fundraiser for cancer or something like that. One of the cancers. I don't know which one it is, but we're going to be doing a Zoom marathon to raise funds for cancer research and whatnot. The other thing is I'm going to be recording another episode of F is for Family. I received the email, and they asked me what my availability was, and they gave me a choice of 5 days to record. And I said, pick any one.
Yeah.
Pick any one.
Avails.
Day or night, 3 a.m., I don't give a shit. Get me out. And it's actually in the recording studio, which is 1 mile from here, so it's easy. And when you go into the building, I told you before, to record, there's like one human in this whole big building, and everybody else is on a 85-inch Zoom meeting screen. They're all in their offices or bedrooms, whatnot.
Well, that's great. Good for you, man. Yeah.
So there you have it. That's the update. Thanks for listening to The Talking Dicks. And please check out all of our episodes. This is number 83, and we have about 16 episodes of The Two Dicks. And you can find us just about everywhere. Warning, if you Google The Two Dicks or The Talking Dicks, you're going to see some images that are not related to us. Good luck.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
No, really, don't mess with me, because I don't come down to the bus station and slap the dick out of your mouth when you're working, do I? Oh, get on up here, motherfucker. Give me security. I'm sorry, man. The guy fucking came at me. What do you think, folks?
No way.
Okay, show.
Subscribe. Mary.
Go to patreon.com/forwardthetwodicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
Good luck in prison.
Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
I'm losing my mind.
Patreon.com/The2Dicks, which is named after our web series. This is the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
What?
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
Okay, show.
Subscribe. Mary.
Go to patreon.com/forwardthetwodicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.